How we doing, everybody? This is Let's Be Real with Brad. And today I'm going to be reviewing the new Birds of Prey movie. I'm not saying the whole name. I'm just letting you know that right now. It is directed by Cathy, and one of the writers is Christina Hudson. She wrote Bumblebee and wrote this movie Shut In, which I had to look it up, and I realized how god-awful that movie is. But I'll say this right off the bat, the trailers were really awful. I can understand why the film is getting so much hate, because it just didn't look that appetizing. And I feel like they didn't put really any of the good stuff in the trailers now that I've seen the film. And where's the comparison here? It's almost like you take the Nasty Patty from SpongeBob and you're trying to sell it to audiences as if it were the Krabby Patty. You can't do that. You just can't. But thankfully, the movie was actually really entertaining, and it's actually tons of fun. Margot Robbie is back here, and she kills it as Harley Quinn. She's hilarious, conniving, diabolical, and it seems as though this is like her normal self. Like, Margot Robbie can tap into this. It almost feels like it's just natural to her. And one thing I did like with this character they did the more doctor aspect of it, where she's still like kind of crazy, but also shows that she is a doctor and is actually smart, even though her mind not be there. And I feel like a lot of reviews that I've watched and read haven't really talked about that. So I'm really glad they kind of went in that direction and actually used Harley Quinn as the queen herself. And one of the other positives I do like in the movie is how like the Joker is part of the story. I mean, we never do see the Joker, but it's also part of that they broke up and now she can't even do anything. She's just heartbroken. She's laying down, being lazy, and all these guys want to come after her because they know the Joker isn't there to protect her. I thought that was kind of an interesting story. I mean, maybe not everyone's going to like it, but I think personally for me, I really enjoyed that aspect because then it made it super fun, over the top, crazy, and then everything kind of just went over the wall for that. I think the film is very funny. Now, I think the jokes, if they don't land, they're not going to land for you. I personally think the jokes were really funny in this film, and I think they were very creative in the stylistic choices. Almost remind me of Deadpool, of some of the fourth wall breaking that they did in the film, which I actually thought was actually kind of cool because I did not know they were going to go this route for this kind of film. So I really enjoyed that. The action is actually really good. It's shot decently well, and I was really surprised that they're all nice wide shots. People getting slammed, people getting hit, and there's always used different weapons that they're using. I think that was a really fun aspect to the film that I'm glad that they put in there. I think the acting is pretty solid all around. I think Ewan McGregor kills it as this over-the-top bad guy, as Black Mass, but we'll get into some more of his character. Margot Robbie, great. And I think everyone else does a pretty solid job, too. The colors and the technical aspects of the film are really good. I actually like the cinematography. I think it's solid, nothing crazy. I like the colors that just pink, yellow, red, just very colorful all the way around. I think I really do enjoy that. Now, I will say some of the negatives of the film is that the film can go different places with storytelling, as is, like, we'll get a flashback, but then it'll be a fourth wall break of how we get the flashback. I'm like, all right, that's fine. But then it kind of keeps going into this flashback, and you're not getting back to the story. And when this happens a couple times, you're kind of thrown off from the film. So to me, I was like, I was not really feeling that, to be honest. And after a while, I was like, all right, can we please just get back to the movie, please? Also, I think towards the end, I feel as though it gets a little sloppy. I do like some of the action, but I feel like it's kind of chopped up together, and I feel like it could have been extended way longer. I feel like the third act is just so much shorter than everything we've already seen, and that third act, I think, could have been so much cooler, but it kind of feels condensed, and I was just a big disappointment, you know, because you know how the third act's gonna go. You know you have a feeling of how it's gonna go, and they don't go all the way with it, and I was just a little disappointed. I think the Birds of Prey team isn't really together at any point in the film, and I think that's a little disappointing. I know it may be kind of a spoiler, but it's more a Harley Quinn film, as some of you may have seen reviews or anything on Twitter, and I mean, Margot Robbie is fantastic as Harley Quinn, and you want to see her on screen every single time, but also it is Birds of Prey, and I kind of want to see that team together, and they're not really together at all. I don't think this film will get a sequel, so maybe if they did do a sequel, maybe they could actually have that team aspect, but in this film, they kind of don't do that, so I think it was just a lot of bad marketing and bad trailers, and I think that's why this film is not going to do as good as it thinks it's going to do. But some closing thoughts. I think this film is loads with crazy action, crazy scenes that feel like Harley Quinn filmed and rather than a Birds of Prey film. I think this is definitely a film just to go check out, have some fun. If you like the DC comics, I think this is a great movie to go watch. Even if you have like younger teenagers or people who want to go to, just take them to go see it. I know it's rated R, but I feel like nothing is really that bad to deserve an R rating. I think they could have cut some of the stuff and made it PG-13. I don't think they went too crazy with it, but I think it's a good time to get some fresh buttery popcorn, some M&Ms, and just sit back and have a good time. So I probably give this film a 7 out of 10. I think it's really enjoyable. Probably maybe knock it down to a 6, but if you like this review, please subscribe, give it a like, share the video, and comment down below. What are some upcoming DC films that you're looking forward to? Maybe even some comic book films you're looking forward to. And even if you want to talk about your favorite films of the DC Extended Universe, mine might be Shazam. I think Shazam's really good. But anyways, that's it for today. So I hope I can see you guys next time.